Do you like to be seen as the leader, front and centre of your team? Perhaps you're quick off the draw in answering questions or giving advice to support your team. Perhaps, oh no, you take the credit for your team's work. Well, let's talk about the how and why to let your team shine and know when it's time to take a step back in your leadership role, and some small tips to help guide you so that you can go from a good to a great leader. Now, there are times in leadership where your role is very much front and centre. When you have new staff, for example, you want to be visible and available to support them in their new role, answer questions and give them guidance. Being front and centre at that time is really important to help welcome new people into the team. And being in the front is the right place to be. Times of change, significant events, tragedy, celebration or challenge are also all times where your role is to be front and centre. However, being a leader is also about knowing when it is time to step back and let your team take the lead. Stepping back does not mean that you are neglecting your responsibilities. In fact, it has several significant benefits. It allows your team to develop new skills, build confidence and take pride in their achievements, as well as ownership. It also frees up your time to focus on strategic planning and more significant long-term goals. So how do you know when it's time to step back? There are some key indications that can help guide you. I find it easy to think about this in terms of the new team member example. The first sign that you can step back a bit from a new team member is when they stop asking so many questions during the day about what to do, where to go, and who to ask. They appear more confident and don't seem to need as much support from you. This is true even if staff aren't new. If you perceive a shift in somebody who isn't asking as many questions and is showing signs of confidence and growth in their role, you can do a quick sense check to reassure yourself that this is actually confidence and growth, such as, how are you? How are you getting on with X and Y? Are you finding it easier now? What has changed for you? This way you're ensuring that you're doing a quality check on them actually being more competent and confident in the role and not actually being stuck and having reluctance to come forward and admit that to you. And then you know, that's a sign that perhaps you can step back a little. Another indication that it could be time that you step back is if you know that they have the right tools and resources to do the job. So they have the adequate training and access to additional support, such as a buddy or a peer or resources to complete the job. You have seen them work through the training required and have seen output in terms of completed work to an expected standard. That highlights to you that they have what they need to do the job. Another strong indication that it could be time to step back a little is if they are showing signs of proactive development and growth in their role. This is a great indicator and one I really celebrate with my team, as it shows me that they're not only doing their job independently, but they are engaged and keen to grow further, which is a very exciting time for a leader, as highly invested and engaged team members are exactly what I want in my team. And if you are engaged in this video, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. Another sign along the lines of growth and development in their role is that they are also proactively completing or raising issues with you that need to be completed without needing any nudge. Obviously, these are things that you actually do want done and need to be done. They aren't just going off by themselves and doing other work, which is a whole nother issue. But when you are seeing individuals that are thinking ahead and proactively trying to support the team by doing things or identifying things that could be done better, you can rest assured that this is probably somebody that you can take a little bit more of a step back with and let them shine in their own light. And probably the most unnerving indicator that you can take a step back and let your team member or members shine is that you're feeling some sort of redundancy in your role. You aren't being asked questions about tasks or actions. Expectations are clear and further direction isn't being sought, and they just get on with things without you. This is a great sign. However, this could also be a sign that they could be ready to step into a new opportunity. So it could be time to think about how you're supporting them with their career pathway. So perhaps you aren't seeing these signs in your team, but you really want to. Well, start with setting clear expectations, providing regular feedback and coaching, being available to your team for support when they need it, and celebrating your team's success. Easy, right? Well, it all takes time. And if you want to start off with setting expectations and coaching, check out my 2 videos on the screen. And thanks very much for watching.